Welcome to Byfield, Massachusetts tonight, where the Triton Vikings will take on the Hamilton Wenham Generals. The Triton Vikings are 6-2, and the Hamilton Wenham is 6-1. I'm Leo Heffernan.
And I'm Patrick Heffernan, his father.
And we'll be commenting the game tonight. Triton has been doing pretty well lately. They're on a 5-game win streak, and their last win came earlier this week against the Rockport Vikings.
Hamilton Wenham, though, lost earlier this week to Linfield, probably the best team in the league right now. So that's where their one loss comes from this year. But both teams going into this are scoring about 58 points a game. So when you talk about the keys to the game, it's going to be defense. Triton has got to absolutely come with some lockdown defense. The last time these two teams played last year, it was the first time that any team had scored 50 points or more on Hamilton Wenham. So we're going to have that kind of effort on offense and defense tonight. We're going to look for Colin Brennan. We're going to look for Will Parsons. And who else is going to be able to shoot a three tonight?
Coming off the bench, you're definitely going to need Dylan Shute and Jack Tamino coming off the bench doing well. You also need Gabe Butts shooting very well off the bench.
Yeah, he's been a force lately, and if he can keep that play up tonight, we'll be in good shape. It's got to be on the defensive end, though, so we'll see what they bring.
We have the Ginger Ninja up in the booth with us this evening, doing the camera work.
Fantastic. So Liam Spillane doing the jump, not the tallest player on the court, not even the tallest player on Triton, but he still gets the jump.
Well, he's got probably one of the biggest hops.
And they do have some days, it's like hockey success rate on that. There we go. Nope, not this time now.
All right, Whelan bringing up the court. Trotta covering, finds DiMarino. Lustig has the ball up at the top. Trotta's covering Whelan tight. They swing it to Danforth.
It's good defense so far. It's good and tight. Playing just a simple man-to-man. Locking him down.
The shot.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
3 by Danforth.
They go right into the trap. Cam wasn't ready for that. Jump ball. It's going Triton's way, though.
McCarthy inbound into Willie.
Looks like Hamilton Wenham's running a man-to-man defense, too. We'll see if that helps the Triton Vikings out. They just got to get Will open for a shot early, get him rolling.
Actually, by the looks of it, looks like they're running out of 3-2.
Well, now they are, yeah. They set up in a man-to-man. Yeah.
McCarthy tries. Parsons grabs it. DiMarino brings it up. Finds West Papak.
Number 44.
Out of bounds.
So Triton can't let him run that trap again. That happens to Triton too many times. Bring the ball up and get stuck in that trap right there at half court.
They need to quickly find someone over court and be able to get it moving.
Look good, though. Look a little nervous coming out, you know? They look a little tentative. They haven't got that open shot yet. Come on, Jack.
Willie with the ball at the top, finds Trotta. McCarthy down low. Willie back at the top. They swing it down to Parsons. Finds Liam. Stolen by Whelan. Nice move. Nice drive. Wow. Oh, misses the layup.
Kid's a sophomore, the only one on the court right now. It's kind of surprising. I mean, not surprising he's the only one. Surprising he's a sophomore starting out there.
It's not too often you see a sophomore as a starter on a varsity team in any sport, really. McCarthy has the ball. He's trying to drive, can't find it. Trotta to Parsons for the 3.
That was the first good look they've had in 3 possessions.
DiMarino with the ball. Finds Lustig. DiMarino looking to drive. Dishes out to Danforth for the 3.
Oh.
Liam goes up against one of the biggest guys out on the court. He's able to get the ball.
So Hamilton Wenham's got the height, but they don't seem to be going inside with it. I don't know if that's the kind of team that they are, that they just like to take the threes, but Two of their guys, 34 and 35, are certainly taller than anybody we've got out there for Triton. They're still not going to the paint.
Colin Brennan has checked into the game. Trotter looking to start something here.
They got to get some offense. They've had one good low open look. Colin Brennan's a shooter. Get him the ball. There he goes.
Brennan outside.
Beautiful.
Dash.
That's a good sign. They can get him rolling early. It's going to be a good thing.
It's tied up 3-3 with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Two teams that average about 15 points a quarter. Not going to hit that average right now. They're going to hit 6 points at the rate they're going right now. Both teams looking tentative. Both teams not quite sure how to shoot yet.
Quickly inbounded by DiMarino. Whalen at the top. Hamilton Wenham's moving the ball around. Danforth with the 3. Nice grab by Parsons. And quickly stolen back.
There we go. Now they're
Finding
trying to go inside.
down low.
Right there. That's why you want a football player on your team. That's a football kind of play inside. It's good. All right, now they got to get to cross court nice and smooth. There we go.
Jack McCarthy with the ball. Throws it away down low. Stole by DiMarino. Whelan brings up the court for the Generals. Danforth with the ball to DiMarino. Wesepeg.
Oh, good block.
Nice
good
block by Parsons.
Nice job, Will.
McCarthy brings up the ball, looking to start something here.
Come on, Will.
Nice ball movement by Triton. Parsons looks to drive, finds McCarthy outside. Does not go.
Just a little bit off, yep. Oh, on the floor, on the floor.
DiMarino tried to drive here, but hand check before he could put up a shot. Colin Gansmill checked into the game.
Calling in for Will. Colin's definitely the presence down low. He's going to be able to shut that down in the lane. At least he should be able to. He's not the shooter that Parsons is, but he's definitely the low post player on defense. Like we said before the game started, they're going to have to play great D, and right now they've held him to 3 points in the first 5 minutes.
DiMarino with the shot. Misses. Colin grabs the rebound, brings it up court. Finds McCarthy. They reset. Liam drives, puts in a very nice layup. The Vikes go up by 2.
If they can go to the paint on this team, they're going to be in good shape on offense.
They find DiMarino. He misses another shot. That's 2 in a row DiMarino's missed.
Yeah.
Brennan at the top. Gans. So McCarthy.
Oh, nice. Beautiful shot.
3 points from McCarthy, assist by Gans. Whelan brings the ball up for the Generals. Trotta cover in fairly tight. They find Danforth for the matching 3.
There we go.
8-6 with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Brennan for 3.
Can he knock that
Bang,
down?
bang, bang, all around.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Both teams have been lights out in the past minute and a half.
Once we said they couldn't score, they started lighting it up.
DiMarino puts up a nice layup.
So DiMarino is their all-star from last year, and he's missed 2 open threes. Just had a good drive to the lane. They get him hot, and we could be in trouble. That kind of floating pass that just hangs out there all day, that's not good. Well, it's dangerous, but it's also terrible defense if you're actually letting that ball float out there like that.
Foul on Hamilton Wenham. Trying his ball.
And their first sub to come off the bench, 31, Maxwell Rendenberg. Good luck, Leo, saying that name. Better hope he doesn't do anything out there. So Trotta up top, swings it to Brennan in the corner. Looks inside. Oh, that could have been a foul. Hamilton Wenham bring the ball up.
DiMarino to bring it up. Lustig with the long 3. Does not go. Could have been a little over the back, and he gets the and 1 there. He's even a little surprised he got it, his teammate.
So we had Triton had 2 guys down there that could have boxed out, could have made that play. Both of them got beat for the ball. Gans comes back out. Liam Spillane back in. Only the 2nd foul in this entire quarter. This has been an odd defensive struggle with no fouls. The ball's moved up and down the court a lot, but both teams are so tentative to shoot at the beginning of this game. Neither one's wanted to shoot, and now they finally got some points. I still don't think we're going to hit 15, their average a quarter, before the end of this, but they may have found something.
There's a little confusion at the scorers table right now, by the looks of it. Except on fouls, maybe.
Looking out at the Viking ship over there, Leo, is that a ship? Is that a?
It's more like a skiff.
It's a skiff. It's the
like
Viking skiff.
Not a rowboat, but probably
right.
just a skiff.
We gotta get some more fans out there. They've been quiet, sitting on their hands.
They're lacking ever since my freshman year back in 2000. Is that 2012, 2013?
So the scores took so long, and the refs took so long with that Spillane went in for Gansmiller, and now Gansmiller goes back in for McCarthy before even the ball goes up. There's your 3-point play, and it's a tie game.
11-11 with 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
He's got him.
Nice drive, out of bounds on the Generals. Stays Vikings ball. .21 left on the shot clock.
There we go, Will.
Nice dish. Finds Brennan, but does not go. Whelan brings the ball up on the fast break. Kicks it out to Danforth. Puts up a iffy shot, and it's going to be a foul on Vredenberg.
There you go, Leo. Nice job. Yeah, that's a grab. You can't. Guys going for the ball like that, you can't just grab him by the arm. I mean, at least not right in front of the ref. You can't.
No. Hamilton Wenham looking to trap. Ooh. Another one of those floating passes, nearly thrown away, but
and then thrown away in the end.
And then thrown away. DiMarino brings the ball up.
See, now that was a wide receiver throwing it to a running back. It's got to go the other way around if you're going to get that successfully.
8 seconds remaining. Vredenberg with the ball.
They're going to look for 20. They're going to look for 20.
Danforth.
Nope.
Putting up a layup, which beats the buzzer.
Wow.
That is good. 13-11. The Generals are up going into the second quarter. 2 fouls for both teams.
Yeah, and they didn't quite get to 15, but it actually looks a lot better than when the game started. Both offense finally found a little bit of rhythm. Colin Brennan with 2 threes, missed that last one that was a pretty good shot and came off. They're actually playing pretty good. They're playing pretty loose once the game got going, although the beginning was rough. They are shutting them down pretty well on defense. We're not seeing Hamilton Wenham go the paint. I think that's going to change. And I think Coach Clay is sketching out how they get around that trap, because every time Tritons bring the ball up, they keep getting stopped at they keep getting stopped at half court, and that's, you can't let that happen again and again and again. There's enough plays to get around that. They got to get smart with the ball.
I completely agree with that. They struggle sometimes in the half court set. Full court set, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, and that trap, I mean, you can see it. They're running the same trap every time. It's something special. The other thing is, so Hamilton Wenham's, I think, had 1 sub. Your friend, Mr. Vredenberg. But otherwise, they've had the same 4 or 5 players out there. Triton's put some new people in. We got Dylan Shute now on the court. You got Colin Brennan's in again, Liam Spillane, Gans, and Will. This is sort of a heavy lineup, and that'll work. Liam Spillane up for a huge rebound. Colin bringing the ball up, looking for a spot. Got to find some help. Back to Liam. Liam's going to take it down the lane himself, kick it to Colin. That's a wide open shot. He's going to hit it every time.
I think with Hamilton Wenham, the big thing is that for the most part, they're predictable. They seem to be running the same. They're looking for the same guys each time. They're not going down low, and they're doing the same thing on defense every time. I think for the most part, they're a very predictable team, and Triton needs to read into that going into this second quarter.
Oh, that was a bad pass.
Good steal.
Will Parsons with some good defense and Colin Gansema with another board. They're going to pressure up the court like that if they can. Oh, come on, Colin. There you go, Will.
They're looking to set something up here.
So Will managed to put his face into the kid's hand. The kid's hand definitely didn't move. Will just managed to headbutt his hand, so he gets a quick call. And that's actually good. That's probably the first foul on number 11, Waylon, right? Is that 11?
Waylon.
Yeah, that's probably the first foul on him, but they need to get him in some kind of trouble. The kid's been a monster out there so far in this game. Trotta up high with the ball. Everybody out on the wings. Spillane's the only one down low. Swings it to Will. That's a good spot for him, but he's got to get warm on his threes. All the rebounds are going to Hamilton Wenham right now. Bringing it down 31, one-on-one against Will. Good defense by Will. Oh, two guys on the ball, and they missed the rebound. That goes right off of 34's head. And Will driving the ball up the lane. He's looking, he passes it to Trotta, kicks it out to Shoot. Shoot with the three. Looked like it was tipped, but it still goes in. That's beautiful.
Even taped up, he can still hit a good three.
So Waylon again bringing it down. Trotta on defense. Trotta's one of the better defenders they have.
Nice,
and that's a nice
steal
by Spillane. Trotta's got to go straight up with it, and he goes backwards with it.
Not exactly work.
Didn't get the shot he wanted. DiMarino's way out on the side. Oh, that's got to be a call.
Tempted charge taken, moving his feet a little bit there.
Yeah.
It's a good call. It's a good call.
I'll give him that. He knew it was coming.
I wouldn't have called it a charge.
You would have fallen over like that, though, right?
I probably would have fallen over like that.
Yeah, the cameraman has pointed out that just whispering to Leo when you've got the ball in the air will cause him to fall down, right? We can go back and review the videotape, so it's all right. There's the shot, and he misses it. Cam Willie back in the game now. We got Willie, Trotta, Spillane, Shoot, and Parsons. Spillane's not a shooter, but he can drive. He's just got to keep control of that ball. Kicks it out to Shoot. They're going to swing it around here, bring it back to Trotta. Trotta's got him one-on-one. Nobody else in the paint near him. Somehow that wasn't a foul. Somehow he got the shot off. Hamilton Wenham again driving. They kick it out to 44, who's having a good night. DiMarino looking inside. It's a battle down low. 34 and Spillane are just knocking into each other like crazy. Who is 34? Wasepka.
It's a very Polish name right there. Looking very Polish kid, too.
Just call him the big Pole.
Looks like a Pole.
So here comes Willie back in the game. He's got his time now. He's made a good
Quickly
pass. He's got to look
trap.
to Parsons out in the corner. Nope, too late now. Coach Clay letting the boys know they need to move around a whole lot more than they are. It's a little bit static right now. 4-point deficit.
Dish.
Good look. Nope, Spillane's not going to shoot, but they got to get the ball to somebody who will. Come on, Will. Will waits a while, pulls up after he gets contested. He's in trouble. Yep, here goes Hamilton Wenham back with the ball. They got a 4-point lead halfway through this quarter.
Nice,
and that is great defense. Will Parsons having a good defensive game. That has to be a charge. There we go. Fantastic. It's a charge he was looking for. Nice call by that ref.
You'll never see Coach Clay more fired up than when someone on the court takes a charge. My sophomore year on JV, I take a charge out on the court. He's watching the game, and a minute or two later, I come off the court. He comes up to me as I'm sitting on the bench and bangs on my chest. Like, that's how you take a charge. I'm like, ah.
And your chest is probably still bruised from that. So,
probably.
Yeah, 3 years later. Yeah, it's good. Well, I mean, taking a charge means that you're playing smart defense. You paid attention when you were on the bench, so you know where the kid's going to go with the ball. It's heads up. And plus, it's just a great way to get the ball back for your team. There's Brennan with the ball in the corner, swings it to Trotta up top. He's way too out high. They're running out of time on this play. They got to find somebody who can shoot. Swing it to Brennan. Up, Trotta with the
Throws
fade
up.
away. Oh, comes off the rim though. Whalen quickly up the court. He's got
Looking for the fast break.
he's got somebody underneath. Oh, a beautiful move by Cam Willie to block that. That was fantastic. Good defense by him. There you go, Will, right down the lane.
Nice
Beautiful.
play. With 3:45 left in the second quarter, it is 20 Hamilton Wenham and 18 Triton.
Hamilton Wenham, you're right. Running the same kind of offense again and again and again. That's going to be a call on Colin Brennan. 1-2 at the hand. That's a tough call, but that's only the third or fourth foul on Triton. Probably only the third.
For the most part, I mean, for the most part, they're looking straight for Danforth, Lustig, and DiMarino anytime. Right now, only Lustig's out on the court, but when all three of those are on the court, the play only goes outside.
That's who they're going to.
Every once in a blue moon inside to Lustig, but outside to Danforth and DiMarino. Triton's got to keep watch of that.
That's the battle right there. That's the battle right there.
Triton ball. Nice defensive play by Liam Spillane.
And he let that guy go for a second. The guy got the pass, and he managed to close down on him. That was good. All right, they're still going to run this trap. Colin Brennan and Dylan should be able to work together and get out of it. Nice job over to Trotta. Trotta finds Will in the corner. Will has got to shoot. That'll work,
Nice
though.
drive. Nice drive.
So that's
Ties
it.
up the game.
Will Parsons' game has gotten so much better on the inside. The kid used to shoot nothing but threes. And he was always tall. He's always big, but you know, and he always loved shooting threes like his brother Corey. But he has been playing inside a lot more. He's been driving a lot more of these games. It's one of the reasons why they're doing, you know, one of the reasons why they're 6-2 this year. Yeah, Dylan, you're not going to get that twice.
No.
Yeah, that's a tough one. So Hamilton Wenham up by 2 again. He's still got 2.5 minutes in this game, in this half.
And with Parsons, I mean, he's got the big factor. So
he does.
He's got the ability to drive, and people don't necessarily want to be in his way. He drives like a freight train when he's going down low. So head down, determined to get to the basket.
So Colin Brennan with 2 misses on his last 2 threes. His threes have been another big reason why they played so well. Good scrappy effort right there, but he doesn't quite get it. Good switch. He's up top on him. He's going to come down on Will.
Really crappy shot.
Nobody knows who that ball went out on. Oh, but it should be only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. They got to get it in and chuck it up. And this is when
they left Whelan wide open. Nearly hits the shot too.
Oh, they get a fresh 30 though, and they're going to go all the way back up top and reset. So we got 35 still trying to play inside on Liam. Liam's going to keep giving him that forearm shiver all day. 24 Renault. Ball at the top. There's 3:31. That kid can't shoot. All right, maybe he can.
1:30 left in the second quarter. It's 25 Generals, 20 Vikings.
5-point lead. It feels like forever since Triton actually last had the ball. We went for a full minute without them getting it. Liam getting hammered. They're getting caught up inside. Trotta the same, but he manages to drive. Ooh, 35 swinging those elbows. That's going to be trouble later in the game. He keeps that up. Refs can't let him get away with that. 31 has just had the last 2 buckets for Hamilton Wenham, and he's looked really good. Right after I said he couldn't shoot. All right, we need a 2 for 1 here. They need to shoot fast so they can get the ball back again and get another possession. There we go. Nice shot, Will. They should be able to get the ball back at least one more time.
Nice block.
Again, Will.
Nice tie-up, too.
Again with some fantastic defense by Will. Beautiful block. They calling the foul on that?
All right, calling out of bounds.
Gansmiller back in the game for shoot. Nope, yep, for shoot.
Danforth back in the game for Lustig.
So Triton's going to get one more possession. If they can hold them here and get something good, we can go to a 5-point game at the half. In and out. Liam with the rebound,
Quick
huge.
rebound.
All right, Trotta's got to get that ball across.
25 seconds left.
That is not ideal. Nice board by Gans.
Looking for the last shot here. 15 seconds.
Hit that 3, Colin. Oh, in and out. That's his third miss in a row. That's painful with that much time left in. Oh,
Yeah.
number 31.
Second buzzer beater by the Generals this game.
Ouch. That was a 9-point run by that one kid, number 31. He had a 7-point run, which makes that deficit look a lot worse than it is at 29-20. I don't think Triton played that badly, but you know what? They gave up. Hey, Hamilton Wenham averages 15 points a quarter. They're 29, so they're playing exactly their average. Triton's offense is not playing the way Triton's offense normally plays.
All right, so after that first half of basketball, the score is 29-20. The Generals are up. The leading
scores.
The leading scores for both teams are Vredenburg on Hamilton Wenham with 14 points, and for Triton, it is Colin Brennan with 8.
Yeah, and Colin Brennan missed his last 3 threes, so he's got to get warm when he comes back in. And Will Parson has 4 points right now, but they're all inside the paint. Which is great, and it's good to see him playing inside. He usually is an outside threat as well. Triton's offense is about 10 points off their average at halftime, so they need to absolutely pick it up in the second half. Though I have to say, even though they've given up 29 points, they look pretty good on defense. I haven't seen too many times when they've completely broken down. Gansmiller and Spillane are still eating up the boards. They're looking good inside. So I think as long as they play the kind of tight defense they played in the second half that they played in the first half, if they can wake up the offense, they're going to be in good shape. I think this is at least going to be a really close game, and I think Triton's got a good shot at it.
Yeah, and for the most part, they've shut down DiMarino, which is their huge scorer for Hamilton Wenham. I mean, in the warm-ups, he was hitting every single 3 that he put up. So the fact that they've kept him at 2 points this entire game so far is pretty good. So
yeah, I think they'll be in good shape. Looking forward to the second half. Beautiful. Back for the second half now, 29-20. Hamilton Wenham, the visitors, winning this game at the moment. Looks like Triton's coming out with a slightly different lineup for the second half. Got McCarthy, Trotta, Will Parsons, and Gabe Butts is out on the floor now. Leo, you mentioned him before the game started that he needed to have a monster game. That's a bad turnover to start things off. Good defense. Great defense.
Very, very good defense.
Solid board by Gabe Butts. He gets it up, pushes it over to Spillane. That's the right way to start a half. There we go.
Triton really needs to shut down Vredenburg, who has the ball right now in this this second half here. He really went off in the second quarter.
Yeah, he had the last 7 points for, oh, there we go. Good defense, Will, right up on song on him. Nice. There's a board. He's out to Spillane. Spillane to Trotta. Trotta looking down the middle. It's not there. Spillane up top. He's got to find some help. They don't have a true point guard on the court right now except for Gabe Butts, number 1. They swing the ball out to him. Swings it back to McCarthy. Will looking for his spot. Spillane looking for anybody to go inside. Gabe Butts swings it to Will Parsons again. Parsons inside to Trotta. McCarthy tries to drive baseline. Looks for help outside. There's Gabe. Gabe's going to shoot, and he's just going to rim it out off easy.
I have to say, that ref has glorious hair.
We were saying before the game that it's a Friday night and he's got his hair metal band to go to after this. Oh, Parsons blocked badly by the star player that's so far.
Ooh, that's a ticky-tacky foul right there.
Yeah, that's a tough way to start. Minute and a half into the, not even a minute and a half in, and another foul on Spillane. You didn't happen to get Spillane's foul trouble.
I did not.
You didn't get those stats. All right. I got to find somebody else to work with next week that will bring me real stats at halftime.
All right.
So there's the simple charity stripe bucket for Wayland again. The kid is now probably the leading scorer on that team.
No.
Yeah, he was actually at halftime too. He had 13 points, now he's got 14. Oh, Gabe Butts. That's an unpleasant little mistake. Bring the ball up. That's all right, he'll settle down. Triton going into a press. Can't tell if it's a full-on man. No, not much of a press. Just playing a tight man-to-man. 35 shot earlier in the game. They go inside to DiMarino. DiMarino with a beautiful pass, 31. He is filling this Triton team, number 31.
That's his 15th point of the game.
That in the The half-court trap. There you go, Gabe. Gabe getting his handle on it. Oh, tough
Risky pass.
Swings it out. Come on, Will, you got to shoot. There you go. Will Parsons is going to light it up this half. You can feel it. I remember watching his brother play. His brother would be the tallest kid on the court, and he'd still be way outside at the three-point line taking threes all day. They won a lot of games with him, though. Good drive inside. Parsons with the board out to Spillane. Spillane's moving like he's running with the ball. They had McCarthy on the wing. They didn't see him. Will Parsons spins inside. Won't drop. Won't drop. Won't drop.
So close.
DiMarino's been shut down tonight, but they don't need him at the moment. Not the way they're playing. And that ball rolls in again. It's a very friendly rim down that end. Gabe Butts to Trotta. Trotta to break the press. Goes right by him. Needs some help, though. Looks to Will on the side. Will with a three, and that's going to rim out. Beautiful board by McCarthy. Beautiful board off the block. Spillane gets it out. Fresh 25. Fresh 30, sorry. High school league. There we go. Nice drive by Spillane. Spillane in the lane. Again, that's why you have a football player on your basketball team. The Spillane train right down the center.
Trotta has been playing very good defense so far at the top, guarding the...
oh, nice by Gabe Butts with the steal. He's got to go strong to the basket. Nice.
Nice lay-in. Nice lay-in.
Beautiful. That's how they're going to catch back up. Those kind of steals, that kind of play.
His first basket of the game tonight.
Both teams with a lot more offense to start off the second half than they played in the first quarter. Kicks it out. 35. Not a shooter, but he got that one to fall. He was looking for the foul, too. Oh, he had him. He had him inside. He had Will if he had gone to it. It's a risky pass, though. Try to up top again. Again, the only true point guard on the floor is Butts, and he's not really playing the point guard position as much as he's swinging. It's a long shot by Trotta.
Not exactly a good-looking shot either.
No, no. Hamilton Wenham swinging it again, swinging it down low. There's 35. 35 can't get the handle on it. McCarthy up to Will Parsons. Parsons is going to get hammered as he shoots it. Oh, and Spillane with the putback, but it won't go.
Nice hustle.
It's got to. Oh, that's a second foul on Spillane in this half.
They're calling that a foul? Wow.
Yeah, and that is ticky-tack. That defines ticky-tack right there. Parsons out. Brennan in. So I got to say the fans are really quiet tonight, don't you think? It's not exactly been a rousing, screaming fan section over there. The Viking ship, the Viking skiff as you called it's not really happening. Even the parents don't seem that fired up tonight. It's kind of odd. Oh, that's a great inside move.
That's a good
and
move.
That is not going to drop. Didn't get rewarded for the good move. Gets it out to Spillane. Looks to Brennan, but Brennan's not ready for it. Going to kick it over to Butts. Nope. Send it back to Trotta. Trotta up top to McCarthy. McCarthy getting banged around. Finds Brennan on the wing. Brennan with a step and a dribble. McCarthy takes it himself. Nice little runner, but it doesn't go. Spillane bounces it off the knee.
Nice.
That's
nice,
the way you're
quick
taught to
thinking.
play.
That's some basketball IQ right there.
This team has high. They do. You got to give them credit for that. A lot of high basketball IQ out there on the court. I would say Brennan, Parsons, Gabe Butts, they all see the court really, really well.
I agree. Some of the best basketball IQ that's been there in the past couple of years too.
Yeah, you could thank some of their early coaches probably, huh? Nice, beautiful move by McCarthy. Drops that one in. It's a good thing the cameras aren't on us. So they're making it a game. It's 7 points. It feels like it's actually closer than that. It feels like Triton's been playing much better to start the second half. But, you know, Hamilton Wenham just keeps going to the basket and getting that thing to roll. And they keep trapping like that, and they're killing us with that. That's a terrible turnover. It was a terrible turnover. 31 again, and he makes that shot. You know what? Just after I said it didn't feel like Hamilton Wenham was outplaying him, they just outplayed him on 2 possessions right in a row. Cannot have that trap happen. There's the timeout we needed. So it's an 11-point game now. Triton came out fast. They looked good, and they just couldn't keep up.
They could not keep up. Hamilton went and put a lockdown on their on Triton, and they just could not get the ball moving for the most part. They move the ball around, and then they just could not put up a good shot, a decent shot.
It's that half court. Once they get the ball across half court, Triton's moving the ball around well. They look good. They're getting decent looks. It's just getting that ball over half court, and that's got to be frustrating to Coach Clay because it's not like they've never run into a half court trap before.
Exactly.
And they got ball handlers. I mean, Gabe Butts, Colin Brennan, Cam Willie, those kids can all move the ball well, so they just got to get it in the right hands. And Trotter, to his credit, he's playing well tonight. Right. He's playing really well tonight. I don't think he has a point, does he? But he's playing well.
He does not.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got, what, 6 this half? Yeah. All right, Triton ball coming in on the side. Dylan Shute back in the game.
41 Hamilton Wenham, 30 Triton. 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
That is not a good pass, Dylan.
Not
a good pass. But a little bit of that is on Will for not going and getting that ball. And you can see that guy there. Well, that's quite a spin move.
2 spin moves.
And 31 just got completely schooled by a running back. You got to love that. Dylan with the ball, way on the side. Come on, Will. Will looking to shoot. It's not there. Goes to Colin Brennan, who's definitely going to shoot. And it's finally going to fall. That's his first since early in the first half. I don't think he scored the entire second quarter. He finally lights one up. That's good.
He's got 11 points this game.
Good little piece of that. Yep, they're going to need that. They're going to need Colin Brennan to get hot. They're going to need Gabe Butts. Oh, Dylan, shoot that. Nice shot. In and out. Solid board, and that better be going Triton's way.
Triton.
Nice play. Nope, doesn't stay Triton.
It's not.
Not quite what we saw. They're putting the pressure on now. Ooh, and an early call on Dylan. That was a bit surprising, I got to say.
That's Triton's third foul this half already.
Yeah.
To Hamilton Wenham's 0.
So 0. Yeah, I've seen that before, where it's like one team can't foul and the other team can't stop fouling. And, it's just doesn't feel right. That kid, if he hits it again, there we go. There's a miss finally from 31. Probably his first miss since the end of the half. Oh, that's a behind-the-back pass to himself.
I've never seen that before.
Behind-the-back pass to yourself? That's pretty good. That's a long throw. Another long pass. Oh, that has to be over the back. 34 went right over Will Parsons. I mean, Will should have boxed out.
Probably a little push off.
31 is getting a lot of they're getting tough inside. Triton needs to wake up on the inside because they're getting pushed around right now. And you don't expect that from Parsons and Spillane.
You do not.
There we go. Finally. Nope. Oh, on the floor. That's not going to count.
Triton is down by 11 with 33 seconds remaining.
So looking for a shooter now. They got a fresh 30 on the clock, though. It's not. They don't need to rush it too much. There you go. McCarthy flips it out to Will. Will still had. There he goes.
Nice
There's
step
a
back.
nice shot.
Ooh.
Colin Brennan almost, but that gets pulled down by 34. He's having a big inside game tonight.
The big pull can definitely pull down.
Right, he's the big pull.
Rebounds.
Yeah. Ten seconds to go. They're just killing the clock before they take the shot. They're up by 11. There's DiMarino. There's their shooter, and it's in and out, and they actually hurt themselves. Somehow get another chance at it. Unbelievable for the third quarter in a row.
They have hit a buzzer beater on a layup, nonetheless. On a layup. Not always an easy shot to make for a buzzer beater.
No.
Never know when it's going to roll off your fingers, so that's impressive.
Down 13. Down 13, that's 3 buzzer beaters. They stop those 3, and you're only down by whatever the math is, 7. But it's just frustrating. It's a tough quarter. Triton came out fast. Triton played well. They looked good, and then you look at the scoreboard, and they're still down by 7, and then they're down by 9, and now they're down by 13. And I'm not sure how that happened.
No, Hamilton Wenham put up 17 points that quarter compared to Triton's 13, so you really, truly got to look at it quarter by quarter, and Triton has just not been winning quarters yet. They really
haven't
need to.
yet.
They need to pick it up here.
But they did look good when they came out in the half. So what they need to do is they need to come out fast again. They need to try and avoid that trap that's killing them in half court. Although, you know what, they got over that towards the end of that third quarter. So, all right, here we go. 8 minutes to play, 13-point game. Hamilton Wenham with basically the same starting five, right? Yeah, they got the same five that started this game. Back out there again for Hamilton Wenham. Except for 31. 31's new, right? Yeah.
And Wasepka. The big pole is in, too.
Yeah. All right, McCarthy bringing it up. Looking to go to the lane. Will's got to do something with it. Comes Triton inside. Looking at Colin Brennan, not there.
Swinging one more time.
Spillane's out. Trotta with the move. Good strong drive by Trotta, and that's going to go. All right, more of that, and it's got to take less time. They only got 7 minutes and 27 seconds to close a 13-point gap here. And Hamilton Wenham, if they're smart, they're going to use every single second on the shot clock. They're not going to shoot until there's maybe 5 left, unless they get something an open look. I don't know how that happened. Oh. Ooh. Tough call. It could have been a foul on 34 on the big pole, though, because he was banging into Colin as Colin was going after the ball. Jack bringing it down. They got to make some quick decisions here. They got to get some quick shots off. You want quality shots, but you also need to start putting some up because they are down. They're down by too much. Trotta's got to be able to shoot that. There you go. Will with the step back. Knocked over by the big pole. Huge board by McCarthy.
Nice.
And a beautiful putback. All right, they got to chip away at this gap every single time. Just keep chipping away at it. 11-point gap with 6.5 minutes left to play. Again, Hamilton Wenham's going to go into the long sets. Well, not that time. 31 wants to go right to the lane every time, but he gets the third foul on Spillane.
Oh, no, on McCarthy?
On McCarthy. On Will. On Will Parsons.
Will.
Great, give the foul to Will. It's no problem. As long as the foul doesn't go on white 5, we're okay. I think the Hamilton Wenham coach is confused by that, too. That's all right. So a fresh 30 for Hamilton Wenham. They can take a long time with this ball if they want. 31 every time he gets it seems to want to drive to the lane. You can see why. He's a big kid out there. Waylon DiMario again feeds it downside. Beautiful play. That's a great play. They didn't get the basket, but it was a good play. Will getting absolutely clobbered on the court. Big pole gives him a little pat, says, hey, let's keep playing on the other end. So here we go again. Triton has a chance to narrow this gap one more time. They've played great defense. It's 2 possessions that Hamilton Wenham hasn't been able to score, and Triton has. Colin Brennan passes up the 3. Ooh, tough pass inside. It actually goes out on 34 somehow. No, goes out on Will. Good to put a little pressure on him. Passes it back to Waylon. Waylon's still looking. He's running out of time. They get across the half court just in time. Waylon's going to settle it down. They need to do that every single time because they got to force them to if they're going to spend clock, they got to spend clock trying to get the ball in.
Yeah, we completely agree.
They cannot let them spend clock like this. We're at 5.5 minutes, and it's still make that a 13-point gap again. Hamilton Wenham is just about their average in their scoring, and we've got still 5 minutes left to play. So Triton's defense has got to really wake up. There you go, Colin Brennan, a little bit tipped. Jack McCarthy with the big attempt at a board, but it doesn't quite work. All right, Leo, time for the out-of-town scoreboard. You got the score for the Georgetown at Newburyport game?
Give me 1 minute. I'll look it up.
You look that up. So Triton's next games, they got Amesbury on Monday night, which is a holiday. But I guess that's when the game is. That's what it said on the schedule. Amesbury is 5-3, so Triton hopefully get a win there. And then on next Friday night, we'll be right back here, and it's Ipswich coming into Triton. Ipswich is 2-5. So that should be a good win for the Vikings. Hopefully we get a bigger Viking skiff or ship or whatever it is out there in the fan section and really get something rolling. Triton's got these 3 games. They got to get at least 2 out of 3 of these in order to keep their record in good shape. I mean, they're 6-2 now. 2 wins and another loss, looking at 8-3. That's not too bad shape with about 12 games left in the season. So hopefully they'll pull out something here, although let's be honest, it's a 13-point gap with 5 minutes left. It's going to be tough. Hamilton Wenham is looking really good, especially when they're able to sit on the ball and burn a lot of clock. On the other hand, Triton has had some comebacks, and they've played a lot of close games, so I wouldn't put it past them to get Colin Brennan and get Will Parsons, get them hot on the outside, and we can see something. So looks like Leo's looking for the score. Can't quite find it. I know one of the Newburyport Daily News guys was down at the girls' game, the Triton girls' game against Hamilton Wenham. So without his updates, I guess we're not going to see. We got to send somebody out to run our out-of-town scoreboard for us next time, right? Oh, he's still looking. He may have it. All right, so Hamilton Wenham's inbound. DiMarino with it. They try and set a trap. Spillane gets fooled. It's going to go across half court. Going to look inside. 34 lays it in. They can't have that happen. The only plus side to that is it didn't take a whole lot of time off the clock. Colin Brennan finding Trotta over to Spillane. Spillane in the corner. Wants to make that big pass. Trotta's got to get somebody out to him.
Moving the ball well here.
Colin Brennan blocked. Another tip pass. A scramble. Falling over the ball.
Traveling.
Travel on Hamilton Wenham.
Hamilton Wenham's coach is not too happy about that call.
That's one of those that I don't like the call because it's a bad call, but I like the call because it's going in Triton's favor.
True.
So.
But it's one of those calls where it's tough because he's running at you. He's about to jump on top of you. How do you not roll out of the way?
Good take by McCarthy. Beautiful play. Can't quite get the roll. Hamilton Wenham with the ball again. 4.5 minutes to go. And we're at a 15-point deficit, if my math is right.
It is.
We should have asked our camera guy since he's the engineer. 34 again, driving on Will. Will, great defense, forces a bad shot. Ends up with a rebound behind him, though, but he gets it out. McCarthy is going to drive right to the lane. Looks to Spillane. Spillane up and under, and it goes.
Kind of a crazy shot, and somehow that fall in.
So here's the thing. You do see Liam taking those shots in practice. Like when they're doing their little warm-up drills, you see him trying to make those shots. So, I'll give it to him. It's not like it's, you do what you practice. He definitely practices that enough. So, again, Hamilton Wenham's going to wind this clock down. They've already taken 15 seconds off it.
Nice tie up on that. DiMarino is not happy one bit.
Jack McCarthy shut that kid down. No two ways about it. Look at all ball. So all the fans are yelling to DiMarino that it was all ball, and I think they're right. That's a tough pass to Will. Will inside to Spillane again. Spillane kicks it out to Colin Brennan. He's got to hit this off. Will going after it. Great hustle by Will. They don't quite get it, though. Looking down. Waylon smart enough to slow it down. Kill a bunch of time again. Here we go again. It's 20 seconds on the shot clock, and they're just going to pass it around for a while. Great defense by Will. Liam with the ball. He's got Jack McCarthy if he wants him. He's got him, and he's blocked. Oh, and they called a foul. Called a foul.
Wow.
That is a tough call.
That is a
yeah, but it's like I said before.
It's going Triton's way, so
I don't like it, but I like it.
We'll take it.
I like it myself.
Take anything we get.
Good shot. Jack McCarthy, solid free throw shooter. Gansmiller coming back in for Will. Now, in the last couple games we've seen, when it's been tight, Coach Clay has been very good about doing those offense-defense substitutions, at every whistle. So Gans might be in there only to play defense, and then if there's a stop, then we'll see Will come back out.
Quickly come back.
Will is the better shooter. And that was a great play by Jack again. Jack McCarthy's having a good night despite the score. Nice tip by Trotta, but it still gets to him. They're swinging that ball around. They've got to attack. I hate to say foul, but at this point you got to stop that clock somehow.
They got 3 fouls.
Whalen goes
fouls
inside,
to
gets
give.
blocked. Beautiful block. And here comes Jack down the line. He's going to kick it out to, no, he's not going to. Oh,
Try to take it himself. Stays Triton's ball.
nice. And timeout. All right.
Timeout by Hamilton Wenham. Possibly feeling a little pressured.
They should be. It's back to a, what, an 11-point game?
Yeah.
I mean, they had it up to 15. There's been quite a few possessions where Hamilton Wenham, yep, Will's back in the game. Quite a few possessions where Hamilton Wenham really hasn't done anything with it. Triton hasn't been able to convert on the other end, but Colin Brennan's had a couple open looks, so we'll see. They're going to be bringing in Trotta. Looks like Trotta, Parsons, Brennan. Got to be McCarthy and Spillane coming in. So of those, you should look to Will and Will Parsons and Colin Brennan's 23 and 12. It should be your shooters on the court. Although the way that Jack McCarthy's been driving to the lane, I'd give it to him too.
I'd give it to him too. I mean, him and Spillane can both drive well. So if you need the quick bucket for the 2-for-1, then I would send it to them. But if you're looking for putting up some points on the board.
So you've sat in these timeouts with Coach Clay. Is he like a low talker, like just get it done, or is he a fire up the troops kind of guy?
I don't know. Cameraman, Brendan Muldowney. A little bit. Our cameraman is saying a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. It's a nice diplomatic answer that didn't tell us anything. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Muldowney. Colin Brennan getting some hair tips over there. So wants to grow that out. All right, here we go. So Triton has the ball, 2.5 minutes to go, down by 11. Looking inside, Jack's not there. He's got to go to Will. Will take that shot. Nope, 2 guys on him. Somebody's got to be open.
Nice swing.
Swinging it again.
Nice swing.
Colin Brennan
Nice
swinging it
skip.
to Trotta. Kick it out to Jack. Nope. That is a tough one to give up. And Whalen's going to slow it down again. This kid has some basketball IQ for a sophomore.
I'd say he's definitely one of Hamilton Wenham's better players out there.
Yep. 34 is
getting in the next couple of years.
34 is getting tired and frustrated. You like to see that. There's a great pass. Colin Brennan with the lay.
Beautiful finger.
Beautiful there. It's a 9-point game with 2 minutes left. 9-point game with 2 minutes left.
If we saw anything in the JV game, it's that a 9-point
That's
deficit with a minute and a half left is still possible to
Yep.
come back and eventually win.
Yeah.
So
Huge congratulations to the JV team for pulling off that win. They did not look like they had it, and they stuck a couple of threes. Even had a 4-point play to tie it and take the lead. Yep, Gansmiller's coming back in to play some defense.
Triton
Will out, although, to be honest, Willis had a phenomenal game on defense. I get it, Gansmiller's a better defensive player, but Will has been feeling it pretty. Although you need Will rested so he can shoot. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Trotta almost gets the steal.
Triton has only one more foul to give before they're into the before Hamilton Wenham has the bonus.
Point. 44 is wide open. He's not going to hit
Marino's
him
looking
with
to switch.
Yep. 44 is wide open, and they don't see him. Now they get him the ball.
And he misses the
maybe
shot. And a
Oh,
nice
Colin Gansmiller.
stuff by the sophomore or by the junior Colin Gansmiller.
That is why Colin Gansmiller's in the game, for exactly that play right there. Nice little move. Jack doesn't quite go. Yeah, he got hammered. See, now the fan section's finally started to come alive, but you know, guys, you gotta cheer for the whole game.
Exactly.
You don't just show up when it's a minute left. All right, Gansmiller back out. Will Parsons back in. This is something I think Coach Clay has gotten a lot better at over the years. Is making these kind of substitutions in the game like this. They're playing really well, I think, when he does this too. Move around, got to get Will open. Oh, beautiful inside move. Trotta couldn't quite finish.
Not exactly.
They got a minute. They got a minute to close a huge gap. 35. Absolutely hammered by Colin Brennan. He's going to be shooting too, but you know what? It stops the clock. Gives you a little bit of a chance, right? It's a 9-point game with 56 seconds left. So who's on the line? What's this kid's name?
That is Lustig.
James Lustig. So that's why you foul. All right. Trotta coming off. Trotta had that last shot that just touched the rim and came down. That's too bad. That's a hard way to sit down after missing that kind of shot.
That's why you fouled the big man too.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually the big men who cannot shoot foul shots.
So our cameraman who played both the 4 and the 5 during his high school career gives us a look. That's all right. He knows what's true. Beautiful pass. Not quite. Came off his foot. Now they got a foul. Now they have to foul. And that's what Dylan shoots in there for probably. Nope. Not making the foul there. 9-point game. You gotta. There you go. 10-point game, right? Yeah.
They're into the bonus, shooting 1-1.
It's tough. It was that third quarter where Triton came out and looked really good for the first 3 minutes. And then you look at the scoreboard, and somehow they hadn't closed that gap, despite how well they played. Hamilton Wenham just stuck with them for that run. And then when Triton started missing their shots, and Hamilton Wenham was able to pull away. And did this kid just miss his shot? He did.
No, he made it.
All right. Yeah, he made them both. Oh, that's painful. A timeout. Timeout for Hamilton Wenham. He's got to tell his guys not to panic. 40 seconds left in a 12-point lead. So it looks like Coach Clay is going with the same lineup for these next 40 seconds. Get the ball to Colin. Get the ball to Will. That's what we've been saying the whole night,
yep,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's been a good game. It's been fun.
It has.
It's been exciting. I mean, the JV definitely set the stage with their win, and Triton certainly kept it close. I mean, look, if this game ends, you know, within 10 points, it'll be a good little moral victory for Triton. And honestly, Triton was supposed to keep them below 58 points, which right now not likely but possible. Triton just couldn't get their own offense going, couldn't get up to 58 themselves.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, too, it's not that Triton played a bad game.
No,
they played
no.
they contested.
Yeah.
They just could not, for the most part, they just got locked down on defense.
Yeah.
If they had a better offensive game, I think that it would have been a different story. But
Okay, that's what really hurt him.
Tried
It's
to
exactly that. Yeah.
thought he was going to dunk.
Those kind of passes and that kind of mistake at the half-court trap is what really hurt him in this game. But they can recover. How did he keep that thing in? Did you see that?
Yeah.
What? There we go. There's the foul. Stop the clock. But that was essentially 30 wasted seconds. They gave up a too easy a turnover and then turned the ball over themselves. It's too bad. But overall, looking forward to Amesbury on Monday night. Ipswich here on next Friday. If they can win those 2 games, they're 10-3.
Yeah, and I mean, Amesbury and Ipswich are not super strong teams, so
No.
I think that they can definitely improve their record within the next week or so. I think Hamilton Wenham is Hamilton Wenham, Linfield.
Yeah.
That should have been a kick. Hamilton Wenham, Linfield, Newburyport, all are usually some of Newburyport. No matter what, even if they're having the worst year of the past 20 years, they still put up a good game with the rivalry that they have between the two teams.
Yeah.
So
here we go. 2.2 left. Will Parsons hit that 3. That was good. Good for him.
even though they're down by 13, Triton takes timeout with 2 seconds remaining.
It's all right. If they can make a steal and make a basket, who knows? At least cut the deficit to 10. Be a good way to end the game. And then actually for Will Parsons, that's a good way to end. You know, he's a shooter. You want shooters to shoot the ball, so at least he ends the night shooting the ball and hitting a 3. That's
exactly
what you want. You know, that carries over into the next game.
That's the goal.
You know, you got to feel for a kid like Trotter who misses his last shot when he's out there. That's a hard one to sleep with, but at least Will's going to know he hit his last 3. So we got Gabe Butts back out on the floor, Ganzamiller in for defense, Shoot in for defense, Spillane in for defense. You know, after those, and there's the foul. Bring it down the other end. 0.5 seconds left. Even if they get the ball back after this, it's not going to matter.
Not 100% sure what Triton is looking at trying to do here. I don't think there's a 14-point play. I'm sorry to tell you, but
Yeah. 2 touchdowns in 0.5 seconds. I don't think it quite works. So.
I don't know. Give it to Spillane. He might be able to run the ball for
That's true. That's true. Give it to the running back.
50 touchdowns or whatever he did in the football season.
So who was that, number 3? So Mr. Lanciani hits 1 on the front end of the 1-and-1. He hits this one. It's a 61-point lead, 61-point game for Hamilton Wenham. Ball comes into butts, and that's it. So your final here at Triton is the Vikings going down 46 to Hamilton Wenham 61. Tough game.
Yeah, definitely. So a good game, both teams. I would say Triton actually did fairly well. I'm sure they're not feeling it right now, but for the most part, they didn't play a bad game. It's just Hamilton is a very tough competitor. Defensive-wise, they definitely need to shut down on the transition defense.
Right.
Shutting down the fast break was huge, especially towards the very end when they gave up about 6-7 points on the fast break to Hamilton Wenham. So that's probably their biggest thing right now is that transition defense.
And the transition offense worked. Breaking that press at half court really hurt him a lot in this game. But you know what? Overall, a lot of things that I saw tonight that have carried over from the last few games that we've been at. The defense looks really good. You know, you give up 61 points, you can't say your defense was good, but actually I think it was. In the paint, they played really well. Will Parsons had a great game on defense. Gansmiller came in and played really well on defense. Trotta had a really solid game on defense as well. And, you know, that's the thing that coaches tend to look for more than anything else. You hit your shots, that's because you practice a lot. You play strong defense, you play good defense, that's because you're giving it everything you got. And I would say they really did leave it out on the court today. They played hard, they played smart, good basketball. They ran into a tough team, really, like Leo was saying earlier. I mean, the Hamilton Wenham, Linfield, top 2 teams in the league, and we saw tonight why.
Yep. All right. Until next time.
All right.